I have both phones. I have many phone calls.
When you call me?
Nobody went both phones. It's
Not a hot dog. Never.
What you said it was.
I just like rush of the coffee. Cold or hot?
I've never drank coffee.
Never?
Well, one time. I had my first cup of coffee last week.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I don't see the big hype about it. But I drink it with milk and sugar, so somebody told me, my mentor told me that's not the way to drink it. You gotta drink it straight up black.
Oh, no. Like, no.
No?
If you're trying to stay awake or something. But my thing is to you could go to Dunkin' Donuts, and if you like flavors, you could pick any flavor.
Like hazel.
Yeah.
Hi.
Good morning, Fatu.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great. God is good. He woke me up again today.
Yes, all the
I
time.
need your signature here. This is the termination grievance I wrote for you, okay?
You know, I didn't have Toyan's email address. I wanted to attach her in this.
Let me see here. I think she can send it.
If she wants to. I mean, it would be nice.
Q, good morning.
What are you doing? Good morning.
How was your weekend?
It's all right.
Was it alright? You worked?
Yeah, I was there yesterday.
Jaquan, am I spelling your name right?
T-A-I-Q-U-A-N?
T-A-I, right?
Mhm.
Did I spell it right? T-A-I, yes. Q-U-A-N?
Yeah.
All right, bro. I hate when people misspell my name. That little simple shit makes me nuts.
Sorry, I don't take notes. I have a photographic memory.
No,
Great.
it's alright.
That's great.
It's alright.
See, I was just telling, before you had walked in, I was just telling your story. And then I was like, oh, I could stop. He's right here.
Toyan,
Good morning, Tom.
Let me get them.
How are you?
Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
You remember my associate, Andre, right?
Yeah.
Of course, how could you forget this face?
Yeah.
The baby face.
He's
There you
got
go.
a face
Good morning,
on
everybody.
the
How are you?
Good morning, I'm fine.
One more.
No, I sit there.
Okay.
Go, you can sit there.
He's got a face.
Got that face. Alright, so Patu, here's the grievance we wrote. So on the right, if you could put your signature.
Sure.
Oh, boy, this is like...
I'm sorry, ladies. I know you're fasting.
I am.
It's okay.
How'd you know?
Oh, I know. I have a lot of Muslims in my family.
It's okay. It doesn't bother me.
Okay.
You can drink your coffee. No, I got it.
Uh-huh.
I think it's just one, right?
Okay. We both, either or.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alright. Today's what, the 11th?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is 11. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Already.
Already.
It seemed like it was just New Year's.
It was.
It's just flying by.
So I enjoy stay in the moment. Stay in the moment and experience what we got to experience. Rose Hill.
You want to bring it up? This one.
Yeah, you know what? That one, I
Wanna
had a
switch?
hard time with that one,
You
too.
want to take this chair? Yeah, I'll take that one. Come on.
Thank
No, thank you.
It felt like I was sitting on
It's
a
a
milk
little
crate.
bar, right?
It's a little bar on the right.
Oh, okay. I see the bar.
You can
It's
try
a
it.
bar.
Thank
It's
you.
a bar,
It's
right?
low,
It's
too.
low too,
No,
right?
no, it's a bar here. That's what it is. Yeah, I got it. Hold on. Let me
Try
see
it.
if I
I'm
can
telling
do
you.
it.
I had a hard time with that chair for two. That little one, right? Look, see, it ain't
He will come.
cooperating. I'm telling you, it ain't cooperating. I don't know. That one doesn't want to come up.
Right.
Maybe you should sit on that. Okay, thank you.
Okay, cute.
Is this your paper?
Yeah. I don't know. These things are weird.
Yeah, I don't like to be. I felt like I was sitting
like
under
to
the
be
table.
high.
Yeah.
I like
I
to
don't
be
like to
high.
be
Yeah,
that
me
low.
too.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so obviously we know why we're here today, right? We're here on behalf of Mr. Davis's unfortunate situation, I'll just say that. That's for you, right?
No, you're not gonna get it.
I'm telling you, I
We're
fought
still
with
fighting
it
with
for like,
it.
I fought with it for like 5 minutes.
What about the thing that roll?
Yeah, I think this one probably the broken one.
Okay.
Let me see if I can see it.
No, it's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all
We're
right.
good, we're good.
All right. So, Q, you want to open?
Yeah, so basically as we spoke, Taquan had an incident. Toyin observed him with something. She asked him a question. From what I heard, Taquan didn't answer in a correct manner. Go ask Q, go ask Q. Everybody here's a manager. The proper thing would have been, hey, I'm hungry. I didn't take a break today. Whatever it may be, just to answer her questions properly. When it was brought to my attention, I seen Taquan in the back of the house. Seemed upset. When I came to the back, Toyin was on the right. He was like straight ahead. Couldn't really get to the bottom of everything because Taquan was upset. What else? You know, he did state that he felt like he was being singled out or harassed. I didn't think that was the case. And that was the last word I got out of him before he took off. He came back.
I worked Saturday that week, and then I came back. I was off Sunday, Monday, and I came back Tuesday.
Friday he called out. Saturday he came in.
This happened on Thursday,
It
right?
happened on Thursday.
That was what day? The 24th, right?
Yes. So when Taquan returned, he, you know, the first thing I asked him was, "Are you aware that you're not supposed to take anything home in that manner?" He said, "Yes." So
That's not exactly what I said. Not exactly what I said. I said everybody take food home. I said in orientation, they mentioned nobody take food home. I said, but everybody take food home, including the management and the supervisors. That's what I said.
so you did know.
Okay.
And that's basically what led us here today. If it was something that Taquan didn't know, I would have went about it a different way of talking to my general manager, talking with Toyin, so they know that he wasn't aware. But due to he was aware, the reaction he gave, you know, when I ran it through HR, termination was the decision that was made.
Typically, when we have an incident like this, does it always go through HR?
Yeah.
It does.
So, anything that actually has to do with theft, it doesn't matter if it's food or time, which is like time theft,
Yes.
falsifying your timesheet, which I'm dealing with a case right now, is considered theft. We have a different department, actually. That's why it took a little longer, because they have a different department that actually deals with that. You know, it goes through my HR and then through Gina. She's kind of like the VP on that. It doesn't matter what, even if it's $5, anything that has to do with theft for the organization, it goes through that department. So, it's like we dealt with this before. I know even prior to Ebony, if Chris was here sitting, he would tell you it's black and white. No approval from a manager to take the food. It's termination. There's nothing like, it's not a progressive discipline when it comes to taking company, I guess food. It's considered food or property, whatever it is.
I was going to say something. I just lost my train of thought.
Well, I spoke to Q. When was it? Last week we spoke about this situation, and so Taekwondo, he's a good worker. Yeah, I know he's been on board not very long time, but he's been on board since the end of December of 2021. He is a good worker. For two, you did mention that there isn't no progressive discipline, in this type of matters. But I do feel Taekwondo, he might have took the wrong step where when he was leaving to go home and Toyan, approached him. I did speak to Taekwon, and he's remorseful. He kind of didn't really know who you were, in a way, but it doesn't matter who you are. It could be any manager that stops you to ask the questions. In regards to theft, I guess if he really wanted to steal it, he would have hit. He walked out with it blatantly.
I got it right in front of Q. He was sitting right there, and I made the food, and I wrapped it up and everything. So usually he is. So it's not like I said, it wasn't hot in it. You was right there on the side with interest when you first walk in there. That door is at right there. You was standing right there. And I was at the grill section.
Did you ask to take the food?
You could be wrapping the food
You could
for
be
anything.
and you could be wrapping it up to eat later on the side.
All right.
I have no idea. I have no idea what you're doing. I give everybody room here. I don't be on anybody's back. So if you think I observed you, I don't think you're taking the food home because everybody eats out of a black container. So Yan even asked you because it was saran wrap, what she said 5 times that the food is saran wrap. That's why I'm asking.
All right, and to add to what you just said, when this first incident first happened on the 24th, when I came back upstairs, walked up to me. She came up the stairs, she walked up. And I said to you, she complained about the food. I said, and you said, your exact words was, I said, I got the food right in front of you. Your exact words was, you got caught. She just doing her job.
You said she was harassing you. I said, I don't think she's harassing you. She's doing her job.
It's like everything that happened that day, it's like going around in circles to protect yourselves. Because like I said, you said she caught me with the food. You said I got caught because of the food. Okay? And this is why it was a problem. Because I got caught.
Nobody here needs to protect themselves because nobody did anything wrong but you. So you said she was harassing you because she questioned you about rap food that you was leaving with. That's her job.
What about the touching? What about her keep touching me? She touched me on 3 different occasions since I saw her here. What about that?
And the first time it was brought to my attention was after the incident you had.
I touched you 3 times.
Yes, you did.
Where?
You touched my arm the first time because of my tattoo. You put down my sleeve. You can ask Chef Lisa. You can ask the cook Lisa. She was right there.
Bring
Lisa, Tyrone, ask anybody over there.
Bring Lisa here.
You can ask any one of them. Okay?
Let me tell you what happened. Number one, for him to say he doesn't know me, it's a lie. Number one, I wear this coat everywhere. My name is written on it. My title is written on it. I do food safety training. You were there. So for him to say he doesn't know, that's not true. Number two, my job is to enforce Aramark rules and regulations, New York City DOH rules and regulations, New York State DOH and regulations. Aramark regulations say it doesn't matter, even if it's a manager, even if it's my GM, ask Fatou. The way I deal with Fatou, I don't even deal. Fatou is a manager. She's not in the kitchen. I don't allow her to wear nails.
I could be looking pretty. She doesn't allow
Because I believe whatever rules apply to employees apply to all of us.
That's why I'm looking like a little boy.
All tucked up.
Yes. So the rule says anyone with tattoo, thank you.
I got you.
So when we first came back in September, because we had a lot of agencies, and because of masks, I don't know who is who. So I saw him one day by the kettle in the back, and I asked, usually because we had a lot of employees, so I always ask the way I address employees and agencies are different. So I asked Lisa, I saw him by the kettle, and I asked Lisa was prepping by the 3 compartment thing. So I moved to Lisa, I said, Lisa, who is he? Is he an employee or an agency? Lisa said he's an employee. I said, okay. So I stepped close to him and I said, hi, I see that your tattoo is open. I said, Aramark does not allow it. I said, it's number one, either you roll down your sleeve, or number two, you ask the you ask Q or the chef to order you something to, we have something that they can use to cover it. And that was it.
Now,
and I moved away.
Now that is true.
So,
okay.
You're just bringing it up now after me 3 times.
Now that's not.
I don't touch. Because even
I'm waiting
me,
for her to finish.
I don't
I thought she was
allow,
finished.
even when guys touch me, I say, no, don't touch me, I'm married. You know, I always say that. So, for me to I touch people, ladies, like when they can tell you.
Good morning, whatever.
Exactly. That's it. Just, good morning, how are you?
Now,
so for him to say I touched him 3 times,
now,
not me.
If you was to ask the people that sit in that section, like Lisa, Tyrone, so on, they would tell you that first incident, she walked up, touched my arm, she see my tattoo, she pulled out my sleeve, and I looked at her, she's crazy, and I walked away from her, just like I did the other day. I walked away, okay? All right? She said, who is he? Who is he? Lisa told who I was. The second incident was, she just like touched my shoulder, and she said something to me. And I just looked at her like, and I just walked away, because the first incident.
What she said to you?
Yeah, no, like the first incident. And she asked Lisa again, who was I? And Lisa told who I was again. The third incident was that incident when she was pulling my arm, my clothes, told me to come to Q. This and that. I was already clocked out. I told her I was already clocked out. So like, if I'm clocked out, why should I have to come back? I said, you want to write me up? Write me up. She could have wrote me up. I was already clocked out.
So,
Sorry, Q. Was I standing close to him?
He was not right there. I'm talking about the staircase. 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 I'm talking about in the staircase when she first stopped me.
Union associates down there that witnessed some of it. It was Pedro and it was somebody else.
Yes.
I'm not sure who.
Yes.
I just remember
Pedro would know.
And Paul, was it Paul?
The Russian girl was down there. The catering staff was down there.
Oh, with the last
Even
incident?
SJP. JP seen it. SJP.
Okay, so I have a little bit of an issue right now. So you claim the third time that you didn't know who she was.
I say I don't know who she is. I don't I see her. I see who she is. I would say I see who she is, but she never introduced herself to me. I don't know her personally. Q, the first time I introduced you, I said, who are you? You said, I'm the director. Well, I did to you. I called you director every single time I met you, didn't I? Every time I seen you. Chef, JP, no, I don't. I'm saying she never came to me and say, hi, my name is such a. I don't know her title, none of that. Yes, Fatu to do something to me.
What about who?
Kathy, Fatu for team Tawana.
Other people that work there that may never introduce themselves to you. That doesn't mean that they're not at a level that they can dictate what they see.
Yeah, but I understand that. But the point, I understand that. But like, a person got to carry herself. She touched, like I said, in that staircase. She pulled my arm and stuff. How I'm supposed to react to that? I'm supposed to be like, okay, let's go. Like,
No, I'm not staying here. I'm sorry.
If I'm lying, why are you so mad?
I pull you.
If you mad.
Jesus is Lord. I hate when people lie on me. Never. I pull you by the stairs. Jesus is Lord.
All right, so look, let's. I think we all have an understanding who we are here.
Like this.
This is the food service director. This is the Toyin.
I never knew that. I thought she was a nutritionist. I thought people go to her when they got allergies or something like that.
Whoever it is.
That's what I thought she was.
Whoever it is. We're all grown adults here. We need to treat each other with respect, right? So now that you know who this is, you know who Fatu is, she's the general manager, you know Q, you know all the people on your management team. Let's try to treat each other with respect, please. Go ahead.
Can I say one more thing before I finish?
Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
I think you should calm down, right? I've been to many grievances that happen. Things happen, people say things. It's not necessarily always what happened. So I think we need to stay on why we're here,
Right.
and not go around why we're here. We're here because you took food that you wrapped that is intended for our customer. you are allowed to have your meals. I'm sure you had a 15 and a half, and you took something out without having someone approve that. Either your manager saw you taking it or not, you didn't ask permission. It's like me going and taking something without asking another manager here. Then if they catch me with it, I can't say that someone approved it. So it is considered theft, and let's just stay at that.
All right, can I say one thing? You just said that I gotta get my train of thought. You just said that you want to stay at the task at hand, okay? And like you did an investigation towards this, right, on the 24th, right? During the investigation, the day it happened, and Tuesday when I talked to Q, Tuesday I talked to Q, and Wednesday I got sent home, okay? Tuesday I talked to Q, I told him the story again that I told him on the 24th, okay? All right? He said it's gonna be an investigation. During that investigation, did you investigate how many times she touched me?
But once again, bro, that's not why we're here.
All right, see, that's what I wanted to know.
That's not why we're here.
That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know.
And let's go back. Number one, if I knew you was taking something, we wouldn't be here because Fatu and Toyin knows I'll talk up for my staff. So if it's something that I approve, I would say, no, Toyin, I approved it. Please keep whatever it may be. I have no idea that you was taking food. And like I said, all the employees, they put their food in a black container when they're eating to go to the table because sometimes they get it and they put it down because they're about to clock out, so it stay hot. They go downstairs to eat their food. Numerous employees does it. So automatically, like I said, nobody's thinking, oh, he's wrapping up food to go home with. So
So for the most part, there are members and employees that take food, right?
Not supposed to.
they're not supposed to, and most employees, they come, they say, hey, Q,
That's not
I'm
true.
taking this home. Yes,
That's not
they do.
true.
And I'll call Lisa, Tyrone, who else would do that? Clarissa, Q, I'm taking this home. Can I take it? They all do it. They'll go to Fatu and ask, hey, Fatu, can I take this home? Chef Cornell, hey, Chef, can I take this home?
Especially if they're so busy and they didn't have a chance to take a full break, which happens here all the time. Like an employee might not take a half an hour at all, or take a break then get called back because it's busy. So not only that, I've addressed this on numerous times since the incident because we have two new supervisors in that kitchen, JP and Wilson. And I explained to them that I had a sous chef, someone in their position, who got terminated for taking a pizza out of here without approval. Okay, I said, so it's not just the union employee. Whatever we discussed in here, it happens with management before as well. So the policy is black and white. My boss told me there's nothing gray there, black and white. You have to follow. If you give someone permission to take something, or any manager, that is a different story. But if they take it knowingly that it's not allowed, it's a termination.
And one more thing in my defense about the first situation with the tattoo. When I was during that time, it was a chef here named Mike. He had tattoos on both his arms and never wore long sleeves. So like, why is my tattoo so important for her to pull my sleeves down, and nobody else's? And that's all I wanted to do. And I said I just wanted that to be left out there.
I addressed every day.
Can we call the chef? I address it, and the chef got him
The sleeve.
the sleeve.
Yeah.
Actually, he got him the sleeve.
Mike don't work here no more, actually.
So,
So, you know, Taekwon, he's been out of work since March 24th. And, you know, I know he's been a short member here, employee here, but he does well. Does his work performance? How's his work performance? He works good. He works well. So, you know, he's been out of work since March 24th. Taekwon understands now that he's not allowed to take any food home without asking. And also, I believe Taekwon had something to say to
No, I'm not saying.
well.
I'm not saying that.
You know, he is remorseful. He's just, you know, at the time he didn't understand what's going on, and you know, we're again, since he's been out since the 24th. You know, we would ask and recommend if that could be a last and final for him, since he's been out since the 24th already. He has worked with Q. He works with Q under his supervision. Q does state that he does a good job at work. This will be his last and final. I would put a corrective action for him to know and understand that whoever management is, he needs to answer them correctly if he's ever approached. And, just to let him improve himself as a good worker. To know that it's an honor. It's an honor to work at Fordham University.
So he's here. He's when he's here, he's a good worker. He's reputable. He's reliable. When you put him on the schedule, he shows up.
Can I say one thing to Taekwon?
Sure.
Taekwon, if you are reinstated, is one thing that you do need to know. Sometimes when you work in shifts change. So if you ask your first manager or supervisor who was here, can you have something? And they just so happen to leave, the next person that comes on shift, even though the first supervisor or manager might know, but if it changes, you need to ask the second person that comes on. So you won't have to go through any of that again. And now you do formally know who Toyin is now.
Mm-hmm.
She is the specialist. So she's not trying to hurt you. Nobody wasn't trying to take your job away from you. They're trying to make you aware of what the rules are here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all what it is. And like I said to Q before, I think everybody, when we come back in August, I think everyone needs to come back a week before so people could be properly trained and you know what to do and you know who is who and who's not who. So then it won't be no miscommunication when someone approaches you.
Yeah, I think, and thank you for that. I think this is, I understand the severity of theft. Theft is theft, and there's no sugarcoating it. But we didn't even need to be sitting here today if we just communicated to somebody that, hey, I want to take this food home.
Which is not even allowed.
Right. But considering, sure, like you said, right,
yeah.
Considering he might have worked through his 15
yes.
or whatever the case may be, okay, maybe this time it's an exception, right? I'll let you take it. Go ahead and get what you want.
Sure, yeah.
But, it's unfortunate. Sometimes we make decisions that are not very good decisions. There's not much thought involved. And I think that's what's brought us here today. T, I don't know him that well, but from what you guys are telling me, he is a good worker and he's here when he needs to be here. So I was just hoping that you guys could consider that, please.
Can I interject?
Sure, of course.
We terminated many great workers for that. Samantha?
Stop saying theft. I did not steal nothing.
It is considered theft in our handbook. So what is it different?
What's the difference?
The food you took is the same bananas that an old employee, Xavier took a bunch of bananas that the director terminated him for because she didn't give him permission to do that. So if it's not considered theft, so the sandwiches that you took, the burgers that you took, was it a 3 or 4?
It's 4.
4. It's the same, maybe more value than the 10 bananas that Xavier tried to take out of here. Great worker, was always on time, great customer service, but he got terminated because the policy is black and white.
Yeah, I've read your policy. Even things that are disposable, we're going to be disposed, is considered theft if you take.
Yes.
And I think Taekwon understands that now. And everybody deserves a second chance in life. And I feel like if he does come back on board, he will produce and participate to his full potential. He's been out of work since the 24th. Like we can give him that as a suspension. Last and final. I know there's no progressive discipline, but he's been out of work for about 2 weeks now. So I think he's learned his lesson and come to work with a great attitude. I'll speak to him on that, and just basically, just come to work with a great attitude again, and know that it's an honor to work at Fordham University. But under Q supervision, I think it will go great.
His attendance is not
only called out once.
Something where I was thinking that.
I only missed one day of work since I've been here.
No, just talking to Q. Just showing Q something. Okay. Yeah,
You know, sorry, can I say something? For me, right, like she said, I'm not seeking for anybody to lose their job, right? And like you said, all of us are like you said. But you said if communication has taken place properly, we will not be here. And we're here. Taipan is, you know, it's one thing to do something and you don't feel what you do is wrong, and it's another thing to do something and accept responsibility for what you did. And I'm saying this because, one, he was trying to blame Q, that Q saw him, and then he's trying to blame me that I thought he was tonight, that I pulled him at his ear. Never, my hand, never. I didn't even go close. Never. Okay? So, for anyone to, especially male, say, I touch you, it's not me. So, communication. Q did not know. Because the first thing I asked him, I said, whose food is this? Oh, people are going to eat it. People are going to eat it. I said, who are the people that are going to eat it? Go ask Q. Go ask Q. Oh, I said, okay. Q, does Q know? Okay, let's go to Q. Me and you, let's walk to Q. No, go ask Q. And then he opened the door, went down the stairs, and I followed him. Went down the stairs, I kept following. So Dagger Jones made the circle come back. And he was talking, yelling, but I was following until we got to the elevator. Pedro was there, 2 employees were there, and he was standing next to them, yelling. Okay, you can't take it. What is it? Yeah. I was just standing.
Now,
And then after that, he came back upstairs and I followed him to the kitchen. And when I got to the kitchen, I saw he was talking to you. You know, communication is, and then my thing is, whatever you do, accept responsibility for what you do. Don't try to blame the managers. When not even me, sometimes when I want to ask for 2, I ask for 2 here. So, but for you to blame us for what you did wrong and trying to give excuses for what you did, that's not right. You know, I know you want to say all kinds of things, but don't lie on people. It's not good. Don't say something that people don't do.
okay, now since you told the whole side of that story, now the whole side of the story was, I wrapped the food up, I came this way, this down the line, this door was open, okay? Okay, she see me walk past, she was sitting where the lady at right now, okay? By the time I got the door and opened the door, she's next to me, outside, okay? That means she rushed to get to me, okay? Now, I'm talking to her, she said, whose food is this? I got no reason to lie. Now, she said, whose food is this? I said, I don't understand the question. I said, it's going to get eaten. I'm like, I don't understand the question. She said, whose food is this? I said, I keep doing it. Unless I did, I did give her a hard time. I could admit to that. I did give her a hard time, okay? Because I didn't just say, it's my food, this and that. I didn't understand the question. I'm like, why you ask me whose food is this? It's going to get eaten. It's my food. Like, you know? So I'm like, I'm clocked out. Go ask Q. Go talk to Q. I said, you want to write me up? Go ask Q. Go talk to Q. You want to write me up? I'm already clocked out. I was already heading downstairs to change my clothes. You know, like, nah, because it's not. It's the point. Like, it's like I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. I kept saying, like, I love to talk. Like, why can't I say my side of the story?
How could I have seen it from here?
What?
But I didn't. She was talking about downstairs and all that. I wanted.
So, listen. Is there anything else you would like to say?
I didn't get to finish what I was going to say.
No, we heard the story. But is there anything else you would like to say?
I just don't like the fact that I'm sitting here being accused of lying and stuff like that. I got no reason to lie in no situation at all.
Lying.
She just said I was lying about the situation, about her touching me and all that. I got no reason to say, no, I got no reason to lie about none of this. It's not even matter to me that much to lie about the situation. Like, you put your hands on me, put your hands on me. You feel me? If I could admit I gave her a hard time just by not answering her question, why can't she admit that, yeah, I did grab you once, I did pull on you to tell you through that, but I didn't mean and buy it and that, And then, like, even Q shaking his head, like, I'm lying right now.
Nah,
Like,
what I'm shaking my head for is just by you saying I knew, like, you don't really understand. Nobody here could ever say Q lied to them, a bold-faced lie. We could talk to every staff member, every supervisor, Fatu, Mark, anybody in this office. I don't have to lie to anybody. I don't have to tell an untruth. I'm a man of value and standards. I teach my kids this. So if it was something I knew, we wouldn't be here.
Right.
And I can honestly say, when I spoke to Q, he had nothing but good things to say about you.
Right.
It's just that
What have we learned today, Taquan?
in that situation, you got caught.
And that's the first thing he said to me. You got caught. You feel me?
So that being said,
That's it. I'm done. I don't got nothing else to say. I do got one more thing to say. My last thing I got to say is, during this whole conversation, and even before, even the 24th, when it happened, and Tuesday and Wednesday, not Wednesday, Tuesday when I talked to Q, I mentioned several names that's witnessed this situation. She said 2 people downstairs. She kept mentioning Pedro. Okay, Pedro was not the only one there. It was the Russian girl that was downstairs too, and the other guy that worked with her. Okay, it was one more person, but I don't know who that was. I think it was Jose. Jose, that dude that cleaned the bathroom and all that. Okay. JP seen her touch me. Okay. You can ask JP. Lisa seen her touch me. Tyrone seen her touch me. You can ask these people. Did any of that accident happen? Like, to try to be called a liar?
you don't need to. You don't need to. It's okay.
And I'm done. And then look, this is why I won't apologize. Because why would I lie about that? Why would I lie about that? She just said she knows she don't touch nobody.
I know you don't touch people.
Nobody said.
I did not say you're lying. I know she doesn't touch people.
See, I don't touch people. What does that mean? That means that what I just said is a lie.
Listen, we're here today for something. If that might have occurred, it might have occurred. But we're here today to, show and prove why we're here. Okay, you were caught taking something, but we need to know that you understand why you're not allowed to take anything, and why it's so important to follow every safety protocol that management throws up front. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, oh, well, this person is that. Like you said, we all have to take responsibilities for our actions. And we're here today to come down to show management and tell management that we understand what happened. We understand that we can't take none home. We understand that if someone in management approaches us, that we give them the respect to answer the questions, and that you are a good worker. We have a supervisor that's vouching and saying that you are a good worker. Which is, you've been out of work since the 24th, and trying to do the next right thing.
No, I appreciate you for helping me with this, coming in today. I appreciate all that. I just want y'all to know that for all this is cool. I appreciate everything y'all did to me, for me, and trying.
Like, what taking things is not that nobody don't want you to have anything. The reason why nobody wants nobody to take anything is because, you see, you took 4 burgers, right? Whatever it was. Who's to say you eat 1 burger and you gave the rest of the 3 burgers to somebody else, and they just so happen to get sick?
I understand that. I know. I worked in food service for years.
They're gonna ask you, where did you get the burgers from? Oh, I got them from my job at Fordham. Okay, now, not only Aramark could be sued because this person got sick, but also Fordham. And then they have to do an investigation, and then it trickles down. And guess what? You're not going to get in trouble. No money is not going to come out your pocket. And then that means somebody is going to lose their job. That's the real reason why nobody wants nobody to take food from out of here. That's the core of it.
Thank you, Ebony.
Well explained.
That was it.
Yeah, that's the meat and potatoes. That's
Yeah,
exactly
that's it.
why we don't want anybody taking food out.
No, that's why. Because when we have big events and we have cases of bread that are left and milk, we take it to what's it pack. But when we have food that's cooked, we don't. We don't.
You know, because everything's on a time thing and it gotta stay hot for so long. And if you don't cool it down properly,
If you deliver that food at the right temperature, if they don't follow up strictly, you are still liable because it's your food. But if you give them cases of better bread, you're not liable. Understand? So that's the difference.
So I guess the bottom line is, are you willing to give Taekwondo Davis another shot?
I'm gonna be honest. How this whole meeting went, Taekwon, it definitely turned how I felt a different way. I spoke to everybody at this table about how I felt about you and what you have done. But Taekwon, this was nowhere near how I thought this meeting was gonna go.
Me either. I thought somebody's gonna address me being touched, but it seemed like nobody believed I was touched.
That's not on the termination paper.
Thank you guys. Y'all gotta get escorted out, or that's it. Thank you for watching my live video. Thank you.